All right, back here in the kitchen for Food City Friday with registered dietitian Kirby Moir. And Kirby, you were talking about some sweet treats and stuff with Amy earlier. We're going more savory with this one for National Dairy Month.
Savory and definitely maybe some sneakier ways to get your dairy in a little bit.
You like sneaking in vegetables and all that. You love it because, you know, that's what you do.
That's right, yeah.
And it's important. It really is.
And I think the big thing we want to recognize is that if you're somebody that says, well, I recognize I'm not getting enough dairy in, it's not going to happen on accident, right? We have to be mindful. We have to plan a little bit. Yeah. And I'm going to start over here with another breakfast option. Because to your point, we went a little sweet with our yogurt earlier. Right. I love eggs to start the day. Now, technically not a dairy food, but they're in the dairy aisle. So I'm grouping them together. These are going to be a great source of protein. Yes. And another way, if you're somebody looking to get a high protein breakfast in, a secret hack is mixing in cottage cheese with your eggs. It's going to help make them really creamy. It's going to offer that calcium we were talking about. And then I use some shortcut peppers. So you just blend your cottage cheese and eggs, pour that in your muffin tin, put a little peppers, and bake them for 25 minutes. Easy way. And you could put cheese in too, so we double up the dairy power there. Yeah, my wife does something like this for breakfast. She'll fix them and have them in the refrigerator, and all she has to do is pop them in and put them in the microwave just for a couple of seconds. Simple breakfast. Yeah, and again, we've gotten our veggie, we've gotten our protein, and we've gotten our dairy, so we know we're starting our day with that. And then the summer months, we are in abundance of fresh, flavorful produce right now. Tomatoes. And these are actually Turley tomatoes. I was so excited to see those.
Ranger County.
Yeah, back in Food City, so you can find that with our local growers.
I bought 2 of those yesterday.
Hey, we're aligned today. But this is actually going to feature a puff pastry and then 3 types of cheeses. We're not overwhelming the total amount, but I did an Italian, a cheddar, and a mozzarella mixed together. It actually does feature a little bit of mayonnaise as the base, so almost like a quick tomato pie, if you will. I love that. And you got it on phyllo dough. It's going to be nice and crispy. That's going to be crispy. Super simple. But it's going to have lots of flavor on top. And you can mix up the vegetables. This works with asparagus, mushrooms. You can put a little meat on there. Put a little black olive on there. Yeah, almost like a fancy pizza, an elevated summer pizza. And then the last one over here is almost like peaches and cream. We're doing peaches and brie. I know I was tempted again by the peaches in store. You could smell them. They were fragrant. And that pairs well with like fontina or mozzarella. But the cool thing is that we're getting vitamin C here. We're getting from our fruits. We're then getting that calcium. I'm going to keep hitting on that calcium for the importance of bone health. And we recognize 3 different ways that we want a little more savory by featuring that dairy. And you know, you were talking about yogurt earlier, and that's important for a lot of folks that are dealing with diabetic issues. Having yogurt in your diet really helps out a lot. Super helpful. And cottage cheese is another great choice because, again, it is going to be high in protein, which helps stabilize our blood sugars. I also love our cheese snacks. Now, they are going to contain a little bit more fat, but again, if we pair them with a fiber-rich vegetable or fruit, that is a perfect on-the-go snack and helps balance blood sugar as well. Now, so many cheese options in Food City. They have entire cheese sections. So if you want, you got to get more dairy in there. A good way to go for a lot of folks is cheese. Yes, and we'll recognize the diversity. I would recommend, you know, maybe not 3 servings of cheese a day to hit your daily goal, but if you could mix it up, get a yogurt in, cottage cheese, hit your cheese snack or shredded cheese at mealtime. Great thing to do with kids too, you know, like broccoli and cheese for a side option. Cauliflower. Yeah, that's a good way to sneak in that dairy and vegetable. I got to stop saying sneak, you know, but it's but you know, sometimes you know, it's like, here's some broccoli, but it's got a lot of cheese on it. Yeah, it hits that flavor a little bit. And of course, milk. I mean, what do you recommend as a dietitian? What do you recommend for folks as far as milk goes? Yeah, so we were talking about milk alternatives earlier, and the reason I'm going to always say if you're able to drink milk, milk is what I recommend, is because of the protein and the nutrient content. We don't see the same levels of calcium when we look at a lot of our dairy alternatives, and then this actually contains 13 essential nutrients, which is pretty astounding from one simple glass. I go for a 2% or a low fat, just because that's going to help control the calorie levels and reduce the saturated fat a little bit. All right. Great advice. Kirby, you're just full of great information. We try. I love it on these Food City Fridays. Folks, to find out about everything that we talked here today, go to foodcity.com/pickwell for more information.